Morning students, these grammar topics are given in your chapter named The Giant Rock. So let's understand these grammar topics. So first one is phrase and clause. But before we understand phrase and clause, we need to understand sentence. Okay. So what do you mean by a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense. Okay. Now, a sentence is a group of words, okay, has at least one clause. So what is clause? Clause is very simple. A clause contains a subject. Clause contains a subject and verb. Clear? A clause contains a subject and a verb. Clear? Another thing related to sentences has at least one subject and at least one predicate. This is one and the same thing. Subject plus verb. Okay, subject plus verb. Now what is predicate? A predicate contains verb, object and other parts of speech. Clear? So first of all we need to understand about a sentence. Clear? A sentence contains a subject and predicate. One thing. Another thing is that a subject contains a clause. Okay, this is one and the same thing. Okay, because a clause contains subject and verb. Clear? Whereas subject and predicate contains verb plus other parts of speech. Now read the following groups of words. Now read it carefully. I planned. So what do you understand by I planned? I is a subject, planned is a verb. Plan, planned, planned. Then my first voyage. Rest of my days in Baghdad. I grew weary of a quiet life. Now understand these sentences carefully. Now 1 and 4, the first and fourth, these are the example of clauses. I already told you why. A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. I already told you. Okay, so I planned, I is a subject, planned is a verb. So it's a clause. Clear? So first one is clause. Now read out the fourth one. I grew weary of a quiet life. I means subject. Grow, grew, grown. It's a verb. Subject and verb, so it is also a clause. Clear? Now we have example number second and third. My first voyage, rest of my days in Baghdad. Now we can see it starts with small letters. My first voyage. So there is no subject, no verb. Again, in this case, rest of my days in Baghdad, there is no subject, there is no verb. So it is just a group of words. Clear? So we call group of words phrase. A phrase does not have a subject and a verb. Okay? It doesn't have a subject and a verb, and it does not convey complete sense. It means it does not convey complete meaning. Clear? So this is called phrase. Got it? Now we have already discussed this exercise. Okay, solve it yourself in the book. Then we have articles. So read the last two sentences in the previous exercise once again. Now Abhilasha has a guitar. She composed the song I Dream Awake. Now, what is articles? The indefinite articles an is used to talk about a person or thing when we do not know which particular person or thing is being referred to. It means that when we don't know who is the person, okay, when we don't want to particularize a person, okay, so it could be any person, anything, so we use indefinite article. So what are indefinite articles? A and N. A N. We call them indefinite article because we don't know to which person or thing they refer to. Clear? For example, we went to the mall to buy a new laptop for my friend. A new laptop. So any laptop, we are not mentioning a particular laptop. Okay, it could be of anything. They saw an animal escape from its cage at the zoo. An animal. So it could be lion, it could be anything, deer. Clear? It could be of any animal. Clear? So they saw an animal escape from its cage at the zoo. So here it is not mentioned that which animal escaped. It is just animal. So it could be any animal. So it is indefinite. Clear? Now, now we have the definite article. The definite article the is used before a noun when we know which particular person or things are being referred to. Again, the is used for the definite person or thing when we know, when the speaker knows to whom he is referring to. Clear? When we know about the person or thing, or when we emphasize on a person or a thing. For example, I am reading the book my mother sent me. Okay, so what does mean the book? Why is it mentioned the book? Because the only book which was sent by the mother, not by anyone else, only by the mother. So we have made it the definite. The book is definite. Why? Because it was sent by his mother. Clear? So we have emphasized the book because we know about the book because there are thousands of books in the world. Okay, but we are talking about the book which was given by the mother. Clear? So I have already discussed the exercise a and or the. Okay, so fill it up in your books. Then we have punctuation. The most commonly used punctuation marks are, we know very well, we use punctuations, okay, to make the paragraph meaningful. Clear? Without punctuation, we won't understand the paragraph, the written text. Okay? The capital letters are used. Now we have capital letters in punctuation. Where do we use capital letters? To begin all proper nouns. For example, your name. You start your name with capital letter. Okay? Proper nouns. To begin a new sentence, whenever we want to start a new sentence, we will start it with a capital letter. To begin the first word of a quotation. Okay, quotation means this one. Okay, for example, honesty is the best policy. For example, okay, we'll put it in the invited commas. Clear? Quotation, H capital. To begin the first word of a quotation. Now, a full stop. Next we have full stop. Where do we use it? At the end of a assertive or imperative sentences. Now, assertive or imperative sentences are positive sentences. Okay, so we use full stop. Then we have after initials and sometimes in abbreviations. Now, abbreviations like V, I, P, okay, these are called abbreviations. VIP, very important person. A, M, anti-meridian. Okay, we put full stop. The comma is used to separate words in a list, to separate phrases or clause in a sentence. Okay, we use comma. For example, fruits, banana, apple, comma, orange. Okay, words, to separate the words. Again, we can separate the clauses and we can separate the phrases with the help of comma to make it more meaningful. Before and after a clause, okay, the to separate a question tag from the rest of the sentence. We need to understand the question tag. We use it in question tag. I'll discuss question tags later on. Okay, to separate a quotation, we use it to separate a quotation. Clear? So in this case we use comma. A question mark or mark of an interrogation, like this is the question mark, you know very well, is used at the end of every direct question. So what is your name? Question mark. Okay, the exclamation mark is used after an interjection and at the end of an exclamatory sentence. Okay, exclamation, what a victory, what a victory. Okay, sign of exclamation we will put here, what a victory. Okay, how beautiful, interjection. Okay, exclamation. Quotation marks or inverted commas are used before and after the actual words spoken by a person. I have already told you quotation marks. Okay, we put in the quotation marks. These are called inverted commas, quotation marks. Okay, it could be double, inverted commas could be single. The apostrophe is used to show possession or belonging. It is also used in short forms. Now, what is apostrophe? For example, I say Mohan's bag. So bag belongs to Mohan. Means Mohan is the owner of this bag, Mohan's. So we use apostrophe to show the possession, to show the ownership. Okay, this is called apostrophe. Clear? And we use apostrophe in case of contracted form. For example, can't, C A. Okay, if I write cannot, this is the expanded form, cannot. If I want to write in a contracted form, I will write like this, can't, CAN apostrophe T. Okay, so we use it in case of possession and in case of contracted forms. Now I have already discussed the exercise in my previous video. Okay, just watch this video and you will understand these three topics. Okay, uh, so that you can solve your exercises easily. Clear? Thank you, have a nice time.